spatial relationships and the scale of the various macromolecular components is very important, especially with regards to interfaces. And in fact, in biology, almost everything occurs at the interface. So here's just a graphic to show a mammalian cell. It's actually a cancer cell. And first of all, it highlights first that the cell is not it's actually interacting with a lot of with the extracellular matrix components. There are many, for example, nanofibers. Those nanofibers stretch, of course, over many microns in length scale, as large as cells and larger. And that's kind of directing and giving signals to the cells of basically where it is, what its environment is. But of course, at the nanoscale, it is interfacing with just the cell membrane, for example. People don't necessarily think of the cell membrane as a nanostructure, but I do. It's a very 3 nanometer thick interface, and it's already doing so much. It's defining in and out. It's defining directionality, this nanostructure. And of course, it's telling membrane proteins where to go in a way. It's restricting their movement in a 2D plane. And of course, giving an interface to the extracellular matrix and other cells. And then on the nanoscale, of course, proteins are nanoscale objects. And all of this boils down to having this sequence-specific polymer, which is our peptides, that encode, because of the specific ordering of relatively simple monomers, residues, is giving rise to both biochemical function and structure. And this is the kind of inspiration I take in coming up with synthetic materials, from using sequence-specific polymer to the nanoscale arrangement, as well as the creating nanostructures to give functionality. So that's what, my favorite system to actually create this, try to, from the bottom up, create this functionality is with peptoids, because it's really relatively easy to pick up synthetically with the submonomer solid phase synthesis, which I'll speak more about at the end of this of the presentation, towards the end of the presentation. Also, it's in a way a simplified mimic of natural peptides. The structure is really close to peptides. So here I'm showing the schematic for a alpha peptoid, and showing how the difference with the alpha peptide is simply a 1 atom position shift of the side chain. Of course, that changes chemistry, which we'll come to, but also it's taking out the hydrogens along the backbone. And so it really, in a way, simplifies the hydrogen bonding of the system, and it's kind of a bit more modular. You focus on the side chain functionality to try to achieve both structure and function. The change in chemistry also means that it's a lot easy, it's more convenient to synthesize these guys. And changing the structure also means that now they're not recognized by proteases. So that gives quite a bit, new possibilities in thinking about how you would design biomedical applications or molecules that will be used in a biomedical setting. This is a quick slide about the submonomer solid phase protocol, which allows us to put on residue by residue, coupling them in a specific manner. This is a very simplified diagram, and it is in a way, it's different from other polymer systems in that we do not, or this originally developed by people at Chiron,